Okay, if I can have everyone's attention here at the James H. Hunter Media Center in Darlington Raceway. We're going to continue with our top 12 driver press conferences, and we're pleased to be joined now by Carl Edwards. He drives the number 99 Aflac Ford for Roush Fenway Racing. He's currently 11th in our season points. And Carl, talk about maybe how practice has gone so far for you here at Darlington.
Jim Hunter's over here talking.
It's his media center.
It's your media center. You can do that. Yep. Our Aflac Fusion, we're pretty slow right now, but we're working hard on it. We're trying some new stuff, and luckily we got another hour and a half to work with it. Our nationwide car is spectacular, so pretty excited about that tonight. And considering how last week went in practice, we were about 42nd or something on the sheet the whole practice, and Bob really got things turned around, and we had our best run ever at Richmond. So I got a lot of faith. I got my fingers crossed that Bob will turn this thing around for the next practice, and we'll be really fast tomorrow night. I love racing here, and last week was such a good run. You know, it felt good. We passed a ton of cars, and we were strong on pit road, strong on restarts, and got a top 5. And I just couldn't be happier about coming here to Darlington. This is one of the most fun racetracks that we run.
Okay, we'll take questions now for Carl. We'll start back here with Tom Jensen and then go to Mike. And then Nate. Go ahead.
Hi, Carl. Tom Jensen, SpeedTV.com. When you figure in all the elements, just exactly how tough is Darlington? On you physically, on concentration, on handling, where does it rank relative to the other tracks that you race on?
Today is pretty tough. This is one of those days where you don't running that nationwide series doesn't seem like the wisest thing, because you're back and forth. It's 90-something degrees out. But that's what I train for. I mean, that's my trainers at Carmichael Training Systems take care of me, make sure I'm ready for these days. And the fact that this is going to be a race under the lights tomorrow night to make it a lot easier. If we were starting this thing at noon tomorrow, this would be a marathon. It would be a display of who's the fittest, I think, because when it's this hot out and you're muscling the car around here at this racetrack, it takes a lot out of you.
Mike Mulhern, MikeMulhern.net. Double file restarts at Darlington. Yeah. Where do you want to be? What do you think about them? And late in the race, what do you guys got to do? Everybody stops for 4 tires, but I don't know if I'd give up track position at this place.
That's a good question, Mike. I have no clue. Fortunately, it's 500 miles, so we'll have a lot of practice early on. Hopefully, people will be, will give a lot in the beginning because Bob and I were talking the last race here. I ran into the fence in turn 1 on lap 12 or something. A bunch of people got together, racing really hard. So I think it'll crescendo, the whole race, and hopefully we can still keep it all together at the end. But I have no clue where I'd want to be. It's going to be it'll be a dogfight down into turn 1. If there's, it's a restart with 10 to go and everybody's got 4 tires, that'll be crazy. I don't know. We'll have to see how the day goes. I don't know if we'll stop for 4 or 2 or. Man, that's tough call. Yeah, 8. Yeah, it's good.
I will go Nate Ryan and then Jennifer R.
Nate Ryan, USA Today. Carl, right here. Sorry. You
were really loud. I actually pulled the microphone away from my mouth, like I was talking too loud. When that happens, like steering the car with somebody and they're talking and you just don't listen, and you like subconsciously turn the volume down on your radio. Have you ever done that?
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing. Huh?
Yeah,
it is. I never know how far to hold it from my mouth. It's a little bit disconcerting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Jenna.
Easy, Jenna.
You're on the cusp of the edge of the top 12 in points right there, and there's still 16 races to go before the chase. But it seems as if you're not there, say by the end of May, it's dicey. Are you thinking about that? Are you in a comfortable position right now, or how do you feel about things going forward right now?
No, I don't think there's a comfortable position right now. I mean, with 16 races left, you could see one car swing, 300 points, no problem. So most likely can swing backwards, not forwards. But we with 16 races to go, we've got to be better. The reason we are in the position we're in the points is because we had the bad race at Atlanta and then Texas, that wreck. So Otherwise, I think we'd be up there with Matt and Greg, which they're in a lot better spot than I am. So hopefully we can just go the next 16 races. But unless you've got you're 200 points inside of 13th or something, it's not comfortable at all.
Let's go Jenna, David, Newton, and then Dwight Drum.
Jennifer, AP. Carl, I didn't realize until last week when I was looking at it that those 2 laps you led were your first 2 laps led this season. I know you guys have 3 Roush Fenway guys in the top 12. How do you think you guys are running in comparison? Are you able to run for wins? And what's going on with Ford, because they're also winless right now?
Right. It is pretty wild. Someone brought that up, that those are the first laps we led. That's not good. We've got to be better than that. And if you look at last week was our car, we ran 5th, and I think the next Ford was 12th or 13th. And so if Bob and I hadn't hit on what we hit on, that would have been another pretty bad run for us. So what we've got to do, and what we're trying to do, is have everybody go out there with something, take the best thing, and then everybody go to that and move on. And so we've been working really well as a team. But to me, Ford as a company is doing better than any other manufacturer right now. They're in a really great position. And we met with Ford last week, and I have a sticker on my phone that says Ford 596. And they've got 595 wins, and they believe, and we believe, that if we can just get one win, get that 596th win, then we'll get on a roll. But we just got to find that magic. Last week was the closest I've been. I mean, they dropped a green flag. We passed 20 cars or something the first 2 runs, and we've got to run like that every week. But I'd say we're better, but it's still going to take some work.
Do you think it's unbelievable that Ford's winless in all 3 series?
I didn't realize we were winless in all 3 series. Yeah, that's pretty unbelievable. But that's good. That's an unbelievable stat. It shows you how good Ford has been. And I mean, this sport is cyclical, and we talk about that a lot. And I truly believe we've seen the bottom of it for our teams. I think we're doing better. If you look at Phoenix, Richmond, Bristol, Texas, we've run better and better compared to a year ago. We're way better. So hopefully it's good.